What's up, guys? It's me, Sawyer here. You may not recognize the setting that we're in right now because I'm not in my bedroom, but I'm currently walking to Keeneland, which is a horse race, and I'm here actually undercover to learn a little bit more about the business setting here in Kentucky to further help my business, my online business that I'm starting. And this is my fiance, by the way. And so this is kind of like a little business excursion, you could say, like a business trip. Hopefully I get some information that I can, use for my online business that I'm starting. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of successful business people here, so maybe I can get a couple interviews and we'll see what happens. So right here I was trying to explain the history behind Keeneland and why we're going there for this business knowledge that we need to start my online business. And the wind was super loud, so you can't really hear me. You can tell by my hair, it's whipping me. So basically, just a really quick rundown. We're going here because there's a bunch of rich people that are really good at business, clearly because they're rich and they dress nicely. So we're here to kind of we're behind enemy lines, and we're going to learn about what it takes to be a good businessman, basically, is what I said. Update, guys, we're behind enemy lines. We got into Keeneland. Here, I'll show you guys. We're in Keeneland, sitting in the grass, and planning on how I'm going to get some business acquisitions. I've already learned a little bit. I've learned that smoking cigars, I've seen a lot of wealthy people smoking cigars, so that could be something. We have a lead. We relocated to sitting by the wall now. It's a little bit less windy, so basically, Lydia, Lydia, and I already mentioned this, but Lydia's my fiance. Say hi, Lydia.
Hi.
So basically, my goals coming out of this Keeneland trip is to kind of get inside the mind of a businessman. I'm not totally sure what goes on in these big business deals that these business guys go into and go through. So, and I'm seeing some business people, but I think we may be in the wrong section. I'm not seeing a whole lot of business-looking men. We might have to start prowling around, but we're definitely behind enemy lines. Learning a little bit, waiting for the next horse race. We've definitely learned about the cigar strategy so far. That's all I've got so far. Here's where things got interesting. Here's where I get inside the mind of the businessman. We followed a bunch of different people out of Keeneland as we're leaving. Look at this guy. He's like 7 foot, 7'6" probably, if I had to guess. Seriously, look at him, guy in the blue shirt. And then this is us walking out near the horses, just kind of scanning the crowd, looking for suit coats. You can see there's a lot of professional-looking people with a lot of knowledge. Didn't ask anyone for anything specific. Really didn't get much out of this trip overall, but you'll hear that in a second. But just wanted to explain what we're doing here. Hey guys, so we didn't actually end up, can you shut the door a little bit? Just a little bit so the dog. We didn't end up decompressing, what happened at Keeneland and what we learned and what our takeaways were. So this is the day after. And I think my main takeaways were that, number one, we made some good leads, talking to some good business people. Mainly, I only talked to Emily, my friend's fiance. So that's one good lead. We have possible interview for the next episode. I guess for this episode, our only special guest will be Lydia. So what were your takeaways from Keeneland that could contribute to our online business venture?
I did learn some good gambling strategies from Emily. She did win $30 yesterday. So.
Yeah, Emily won $30, so she let us in on some strategies. I actually think, so one thing that I learned from Keeneland was horse betting's probably not the best thing to bet on, but I do think that gambling could be a huge asset to us in our business venture in building capital. So I think if I gamble my paychecks, then I'll be able to amass enough money and assets to start an online business. I'm not sure. I know we're getting somewhere though. So maybe we start with the gambling strategy, and then once we get enough liquidity and whatnot, we can dive into the real deep, some better strategies that don't involve gambling. So that's all for today. I hope you guys learned something, and I'm excited to really get down. And the next video is going to be mostly in my room on my laptop. So this is going to be the last one in the field, really learning about the inner workings of business itself. So we'll see you guys later.
Just remember, no one ever changed the world by following the rules.
No. All right, see you guys.
Get gambling.